barricaded herself in the back room with her. Then they heard gunshots.
They told us Beverly died, and we all start crying.
That's when I knew that the world that I was living in was a dangerous place.
The police coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got it back. I heard payback's a breath on the trigger.
Icecube started gangsta rap music.
You know Icecube for It Was a Good Day, for Friday for NWA, for putting gangsta rap in your living room. But what most people don't see is the money machine behind it all. While the world was focused on his rhymes and rolls, Cube was stacking equity, building a studio, launching a sports league, and turning his words into ownership. He never cared about being loud. He cared about being in control. In a world where most entertainers burn fast, Cube played it like chess. Every move deliberate, every check strategic. So is Icecube quietly building a billion-dollar empire? Let's break it down. NWA was just the beginning. NWA shook the system. Cube's verses on Straight Outta Compton sparked protests, media firestorms, and FBI attention. But behind the music was a business lesson. He didn't own it. When he realized he was being shortchanged on royalties, he walked. At 19, he took on Ruthless Records, a legal team, and his own crew, because he knew his pen built that house. His split from NWA wasn't drama, it was financial clarity. That experience shaped everything to come. He learned early, if you don't own the masters, you're working for someone else's mansion. So Cube started building his own. Solo career equals total control.
What you say to that? I was just like, whoa.
Turn your punk ass off.
It's gonna be a good movie.
After leaving NWA, Icecube could have disappeared. Instead, he dropped America's Most Wanted, an unfiltered, politically charged album that proved he didn't need a crew to hit hard. He aligned with Public Enemy's production team, stayed controversial, and went platinum on his terms. He followed with Death Certificate, The Predator, and Lethal Injection, creating a body of work that's still earning. But more importantly, Cube structured deals where he kept a piece of everything: publishing, licensing, songwriting. That gave him financial leverage. He wasn't chasing singles.
Bigger than you. And they got skills, you know what I'm saying?
As soon as you hear that music, it's Icecube. You gotta rock it.
He was chasing systems that kept paying him forever. Hollywood hustle. Acting wasn't an accident. When Cube showed up in Boys in the Hood, it wasn't some side hustle. It was step one of a long game. He didn't just want to be on camera. He wanted to understand the industry. He watched how directors moved. He paid attention to credits. He didn't go to film school. He treated every movie set as an MBA program. And when the checks came in, he didn't blow them. He reinvested into his own scripts, production teams, and small indie projects. Where most rappers saw Hollywood as a detour, Cube saw it as a highway to full ownership. Friday changed the game forever. Friday wasn't just funny, it was genius. Cube wrote the script, raised the money, produced the film, and starred in it. It made nearly $30 million off a shoestring budget and launched a whole trilogy: Next Friday, Friday After Next. The kicker? Cube did it all through his own company, Cube Vision. That means he got paid on every level: writing, acting, producing, and back end. It was the proof of concept for the rest of his career. Build it yourself, own it outright, keep the checks coming forever. Friday wasn't just a hit, it was a business model. Cube Vision, the quiet powerhouse. Cube Vision is Icecube's production company and one of the most consistently profitable indie players in Black Hollywood. It backed Barbershop, Are We There Yet?, Ride Along, and All About the Benjamins. These weren't Oscar chasers. They were audience first, budget smart, culturally tuned hits. He cast people he believed in. He worked lean, and he always kept a piece of the back end. Cube Vision allowed Cube to shift from talent to owner of IP, and that's where real wealth lives. Today, Cube Vision has a catalog worth hundreds of millions in rights, syndication, streaming deals, and spin-off potential. Big 3, a sports league built like a brand. Big 3 was never just about basketball. It was about ownership, innovation, and equity. Cube launched the 3-on-3 league with a vision: give retired NBA players a second life, bring fans a new experience, and own the entire infrastructure. He introduced a unique draft model, a player ownership format, and leaned into cannabis sponsorships when others wouldn't. Big Three inked TV deals with CBS, built a rabid fan base, and proved that sports entrepreneurship wasn't just for billionaires. It was for visionaries. With its valuation growing and expansion in the works, the Big Three could become Cube's most lucrative long play yet. Ownership over fame, every time. Fame fades, ownership compounds. Ice Cube understood that early. He turned down huge acting roles if they didn't offer the right credit, the right cut, or the right control. He said no to one-off checks and yes to back-end points, partial rights, and long-term upside. He licenses his voice, his likeness, and his content selectively. His music publishing is still valuable. His film catalog keeps generating new interest. While others rent celebrity, Cube builds equity. That's why, even in his 50s, his net worth keeps climbing, because he owns things that keep working when he's not. Frugal vision, high leverage. Cube doesn't flex with yachts and island parties. He invests in underrated, high-upside plays. When he makes a movie, he does it on budget. When he launches a league, he keeps operations lean. That mindset protects him from market crashes, strikes, and slow years. But it also means he's always in a position of leverage. He doesn't need flashy investors. He builds quietly, scales intentionally, and owns more than he shows. His ability to be low-key and profitable is part of what makes him uniquely dangerous in entertainment business circles. Political capital, culture with conviction. Ice Cube doesn't play politics, but he plays with power. He was one of the first hip-hop icons to seriously push for Black economic independence, proposing legislation and contracts with both political parties. His contract with Black America demanded access, funding, and reform. Whether you agree with his approach or not, Cube has become a power broker, someone politicians need to talk to. That cultural weight gives him extra value, because today, influence isn't just about money, it's about voice. And Cube's voice is as loud now as it was on Straight Outta Compton. Investments, real estate, and quiet equity. Cube's not flashy about his portfolio, but behind the scenes, he owns multiple homes in LA, studio spaces, production offices, and is tied to several private ventures. He's made plays in cannabis, entertainment tech, and streaming platforms. While some rappers chase celebrity IPOs, Cube focuses on private equity, legacy assets, and quiet growth. No headlines, just paperwork. That's why his financial footprint is bigger than reported. He holds real assets, not just brand deals. And when those mature, the payoff could dwarf any upfront number. Net worth in 2025, $180 million, and stacking. Ice Cube's estimated net worth in 2025 is around $180 million, but that's surface money. The Big Three's valuation is growing. Cube Vision's IP rights are bankable for streaming. His music catalog has climbed in value thanks to the vinyl/streaming boom. And his political credibility opens new corporate lanes. If Cube were to sell or go public with even one of his ventures, his net worth could jump into the $500 million plus range overnight. He's not far from billionaire status, but unlike others, he's not chasing clout. He's building sustainable generational wealth. The legacy: Cube didn't follow the industry, he outsmarted it. Cube didn't just survive the rap game, he outmaneuvered it. He never waited for permission, never bowed to studios, never chased what was trending. Instead, he wrote his own films, owned his own label, launched his own league, and bet on himself every single time. His legacy isn't just in his verses or his film roles. It's in how he moved differently. He turned street knowledge into business acumen. He played the long game when most played short. And now he stands as a model for how Black artists can go from cultural impact to real financial power, without ever watering down who they are. Ice Cube isn't just a rapper, or a producer, or a lead founder. He's a strategist, one who turned controversy into catalog, beats into businesses, and Friday nights into forever paychecks. If you're chasing longevity in the game, Cube's blueprint is required reading. Like, share, and drop your favorite Ice Cube power move in the comments. Because real moguls don't talk about the money, they own the structure that prints it.